Last week, Maysville slipped from the top spot in the MVL after a tough loss to Sheridan. The Panthers look to bounce back this week as they welcome the Morgan Raiders, a team looking for their first win of the season. MVL reporter Nick Kamyati now joins me. Now, Nick, Maysville took a step back last week thanks to a solid performance from Sheridan.
Well, Sheridan's defense is second best in the MVL in terms of points allowed to other conference opponents. The Morgan defense, on the other hand, they are second worst in the conference, 52 points allowed to MVL opponents, so maybe this game is just what the Panthers need to get back on track in the MVL. Maysville backs Jordan Hayes and C.J. Harris were held to a combined 29 yards against Sheridan, looking for redemption after both teams punt on their first drive. C.J. Harris takes this one 30 yards into Raider territory. It's first down Maysville on Morgan's 41. Later in the drive, quarterback Jacob Miller hits Judd Mervine on a wide receiver screen pass. He cuts it across the field, breaks tackles, and goes 27 yards down to the Morgan 15. To cap off the drive, Miller hands it off to Chase Roberts. He takes it 6 yards to the end zone. Maysville leads 7-0 halfway through the first quarter. On the next Morgan possession, Maysville's quarterback Miller sacks Mason Edgel to force another Morgan punt. Maysville's defense tallied 3 sacks in that first quarter. Now on Maysville's next drive, we heard from C.J. Harris and Chase Roberts, but now it's Jordan Hayes. He's coming to the party. He rolls down to the Morgan red zone, first down Panthers. 2 plays later, Miller to Mervine. 7-yard score. Maysville goes up 14-0 with 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Raider ball on their own 32. Cody Driggs did his best to give Morgan some offensive production with this 7-yard gain, but they are once again sacked and forced to punt. Maysville drive. It's Chase Roberts again with the carry. He bounces it out for a 16-yard gain and steps out of bounds on the Morgan 46. Maysville converts on a big third down to keep the drive alive, leading to an 11-yard touchdown by Jordan Hayes, and the Panthers hold a 21-0 lead. Now, one of the best moments of the night for Morgan, Edgel completes to Michael Apperson, and he goes 60 yards before running out of gas. He's tackled at the Maysville 25, but the Raiders would fail to cash in on that great play, and they turn the ball over on downs, and Maysville would roll to a big lead at halftime. They would pile it on in the second and lead 63-0. You know how we said Harris and Hayes struggled against Sheridan last week? This week, they combined for 207 yards and 2 touchdowns. Chase Roberts also helped them out with 61 total yards and 3 touchdowns.
Wow, a 63-0 win. As the song says, Maysville's moving on up. But how were they able to rebound after a tough loss last week?
They established the running game early, and we know from what we've seen from Morgan, that has been a problem for most of the season. Last week against John Glenn, John Glenn has a great running back in Blake Atkins, and Blake Atkins rushed for 105 yards and 4 touchdowns, and they clearly struggled against Maysville's 3-headed monster in the backfield tonight.
Well, with this win, Maysville is back in the title hunt. Do you like their chances of taking the MVL crown back to Zanesville?
I really do, Keith. I don't think Tri-Valley has the weapons to keep up with Maysville's weapons on both sides of the ball.
MVL will be great the rest of the season. Thanks a lot.